What's up everyone, it's your boy Infrar-Ed. Welcome to the Scott Reports. Today I'm bringing you an anime review of Heroic Legend of Arslan, Season 2, Episode 4. And we're halfway done with this series, and I'm a little bit hurt by that because I feel it should have at least got 12 episodes so it can flesh things out a little bit more. But at the same time, because they have such a limited number of episodes, like I said every review, it gives them less time to waste as you get a little bit of exposition, then things just speed up as they start to go in. And this episode was no exception as Arslan and crew on their first mission as the exiled team decide to go north and go to the port city of Gilan. And while they're on their way there, they are intercepted by the Zot clan who confront the team and say, you know what, nothing personal, we need to make a living, so just run your jewels and nobody will get hurt. However, before they start to go in, and these guys would have lost anyway, especially with Dayun out there, they see that the little girl, I believe her name is, I keep forgetting her name, Alfred, that's right, the little girl Alfred, who is also a member from this clan, they see that she is with them, and when she says that Narsus is her man, they actually stop and they pledge their allegiance to Arslan and mostly Narsus because he's basically their king or the bandit king once they see that he's with Alfred. So it looks like Arslan has a gang of bandits at his beck and call as well. But once we get into the city of Gilan, we do get a little bit of time as everybody gets to be enamored by the hustle and bustle of the marketplace life. Everybody's going to shopping and buying things. They're dropping their guard and losing character. Even Dayun is kind of like, you know, even though everybody's guards down, I can't admit this is a little bit fun, but we need to stay on our P's and Q's. And that's where things really pick up here as we're going to head for C, folks. As you notice in the opening of this season, a lot of the opening takes place in this area as we're going to see Arslan and his crew go against someone that we met in this episode by the name of Shagad, who is a very long-time friend of Narsus's, and these two are actually going to clash as we see in the opening again. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see that as the building blocks of why that is going to happen starts in this episode. So while they're within this city, they go to meet Shagad again, who is Narsus's friend, and he has a very high standing in this city as one of the top merchants in the city. However, there is a contrast between what Shagad feels, what the viceroy of this city feels, and what Arslan believes as far as slavery, as Shagad feels that slave labor is necessary because, you know, somebody has to do the work, so why not make people do work for it? As you know, Arslan's side of the field is to pretty much free slavery from all around the land, as that's something he's against. So Narcissus wants to get the help of this city so they can build that army that they need to get out of exile, but that's going to be a problem as they go and speak to the viceroy, and we get a little bit of backstory with Shagad and Narcissus to see that these two guys came up together in the academy and they both used to have the same goals. Like Narcissus used to kind of feel like this guy, but he went on to his own path and he's on the way that he is now. He's truly committed to Arslan and his cause, while Shagad is saying that his way is just a dream and the follower is just going to take you down like everybody else who plans to follow him. Anyway, once they're talking to the viceroy and they start to put out their plan and say, hey, we need your help in order to build this army, and this will be a nice city to have in our allegiance. The viceroy mentions that it's very hard for them as merchants, as they're going across the sea. They keep getting intercepted by a band of pirates who keeps trying to take everything that they have and keeps attacking their army. And the viceroy says that it seems like somebody is pulling the strings here. And I immediately looked at Shagad when he said this. And the reason for that is when he was talking to Narsus, he did say something about he wants to rule. And he would like for Narcissus to join him as well. He's saying, why are we following these kings and viceroys and everything like that when we can just team up, get our own armies, and we can take over ourselves and become our own kings? So I can definitely see where the clash is going to come in there. And speaking of pirates, there is no time to waste, as soon as the viceroy mentioned these pirates, we see that his merchant ship and his captain are being attacked by those same pirates that he was talking about, as Arslan and crew goes to assist the ship. And one thing this series doesn't do is slack on going in. As the crew does go in, they take out these pirates with almost no effort at all. And it's really funny is that as soon as they find out that they're fighting the great Dayun, they retreat. They get out of there like, no way, we're not fighting this guy. So I'm assuming it's going to be some big bad who isn't scared of the legend, who's going to come back. You know they're going to get that salty run back And with them saving the ship, that's going to put them in good standing, probably with the Viceroy, and to get the allegiance. But once again, I have a strong feeling that Shagad is the person behind these pirate attacks. As he mentioned earlier in the episode when he was talking to Narsus, that he wants to actually rule. That's just the thing that points out that doesn't seem right, and this is kind of a weakness for Narcissus, as he usually would he would usually see this type of thing coming, but I guess he was caught off guard because, you know, he's always 3 steps ahead, right? Apparently not this time, and that's probably because he's clouded by his friend's judgment, and he just doesn't believe his friend will be behind this type of thing at all. So that was the episode in a nutshell. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and drop a like, and if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as there is not a shortage of content for you to indulge on in this channel. And as I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me, and I really appreciate that. So thanks for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Infrar-Ed signing out. See you soon.